Welcome back. A lively festival happening this weekend will celebrate African American heritage here in Buffalo. The 39th annual Juneteenth Festival is happening this weekend, and we're joined right now by some representatives to tell us more about all the exciting happenings. Juneteenth Buffalo Executive President Raz Akano is here in studio. He will be coming out in just a little bit. But we also have Joanne Talbot-Peters here, Margaret Brown, and our third representative, excuse me, please remind me your name. Jerry is here as well today. But I'm a little bit distracted because we have all these wonderful people joining us in the studio. What will this performance entail?
Well, the performance, it will be explained a little later, but our purpose is to give people an introduction to African culture. So Jerry will be explaining some of the educational kinds of things. Margaret will talk about the schedule of activities that we have in order to explain our history, our culture, the kinds of things that we're doing relating to African history.
So Jerry, tell us a little bit about some of the educational experiences that will be happening this weekend.
Well, 6 years ago, we decided to add more educational historical content to Juneteenth, and therefore we've had these guys dressed up as African queens and kings in the costumes and the masks and the Ndinka symbols. We're adding the Ndinka symbols this year because they're very popular in Ghana, and they're basically proverbs. And we want to put those throughout the park so people can ask what they are and gain education that way. So every year we try to add more educational content, like these are Bamaliki elephants, and they're covered with cowrie shells, which are very valuable in their culture. And we want to bring that so people can see African culture and realize what's important to them, and it's important to us because it's the cradle of history.
And how important is it to get young people like we have here in studio joining us today to actually be making these costumes and making these props that they'll be dancing with to learn about their heritage?
One of the things that our experience in this country has been that our information was taken away, or we weren't allowed to repeat our history. So it's extremely important that our children learn about who they are, and so that they can have a sense of who they are. They're proud about being who they are. So it's extremely important, and that's one of the emphasis that we have, not only to tell the children but the adults more about being African people.
And we can really get this sense that it is just a celebration. It will be happening this weekend. Tell us a little bit more about the schedule of events.
Okay, the schedule of events, everything has already kicked off last Saturday from Get on the Bus. We've been into the last days of Sankofa days, and we're going into Juneteenth, which would start on Saturday with the parade at 11 o'clock. One of the largest parades there are in the country. And so everybody wants to be in the parade. As they come down, and after the parade, they just splurge out and go out into the food vendors, to the vendors themselves. And on Sundays, a little bit more quieter down, and we still have events going on. We have the entertainment stage, the arts and culture stage, which will be kicking it real with a lot of local artists and everything like that. The entertainment stage, we'll have Will Holton on the schedule. We have Juanita Simmons, the old school B-boys, and that'll be going. We have a huge children's activities this year. We're co-sponsored by WUFO, so we'll be doing all of that and really getting the kids involved, not just with playthings with the bounce houses and everything to keep them entertained, but things about their history and here in Buffalo and the history of the country.
And this in particular, as we're on this wide shot right now, this in particular that this young man is hanging up or holding up is really catching my eye. As we finish off this segment, can you just tell us a little bit more about what this is and what it symbolizes?
Well, this is more or less, I don't know really what it symbolizes. It's really just a colorful African mask. It's more of a contemporary mask, so it doesn't have the history like the elephants do. So it's more of just contemporary mask.
All right, well, thanks so much for bringing this color into our studio. We will be back at the end of the show for a live drum performance to give you a sneak peek of what you can expect this weekend at the Juneteenth Festival. Again, we would like to remind you that it's happening this weekend, and the location is MLK Park, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you so much all for being here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere at home either, because like we said, we'll be back for a very special performance that you won't want to miss. We're going to toss things out to Juneteenth Festival. Enjoy.
Bow wow.